Hello, everybody. Ah. 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 Oh. Ah. Ah. Hmm. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Mm. That Sprite challenge was fun. I have a few more types of soda I'm gonna try it with later on. See if any of them are easier or harder to not burp with than the Sprite was. Ah. 11 out of 10. Yeah, I like when I can get a good long one. Ah. Why, thank you, talking in the burps or the really long burps? Ah. Oh, yay. I got a crowd. Hi, Skyrim. Ah. Oh, well, that's, I fill my belly up by swallowing the air. And after swallowing all that air, I put some liquid in there. As the liquid settles to the bottom of my stomach, it helps push all the air up. Before I started drinking a little beverage, I would only get some of the air out and the rest would stay in my gut. And oh, that gets so uncomfortable when your belly's loaded with air and it doesn't want to come up. But then I figured out even just water, liquid settles to the bottom, encourages all the air to come up. Let's see. I've been burping by swallowing air for almost 30 years, but I've only been working on specifically improving my burps for maybe the past year now. Ah. I used to be able to do both inhale and swallow, but I used to always overdo the inhale and it would lead me to throwing up. So I stopped doing that one and I went to swallowing because it takes longer to swallow a gut full of air. And that little bit of length makes it so it's harder, not impossible, to overuse it to make yourself sick. I tried inhaling a while back and I know how to, but I can't do it anymore because I'm so out of practice with it. But I prefer swallowing air anyway. What got me into competitively burping? Well, oh geez, it was about 3 years ago now when I put up my first handful of videos. Only 2 of those videos were burping. Like 3, maybe 4 were whistling. 2 how to for odd and bizarre things that most people wouldn't think of. Just an array of stuff. Then I ended up forgetting all about my channel for like a year and a half. But when my nephew found it and got me back into it, I just random stuff, watching to see what people liked, and my burps and humor are what people like the most. So about a year ago, I added the burps and humor to the my channel name, and ever since then, I've been trying to get as good as I can with anything and everything I do into a video. And since burps is the majority of what I put into my videos, I've been getting really good at my burps. It's not so much forgetting to burp the air out. When I load my stomach that much, because I have an empty stomach, I rarely eat prior to streaming. I'll load my stomach with so much air, some of it gets pushed downward because of all the pressure before I end up burping it up. So after a dozen good fill-ups during my stream, 30, 40 minutes into it, I start farting from the air that gets forced downward before my burps come out. Granted, this chair is so cushiony, it muffles the farts before they can reach the speaker, the microphone in my laptop here, which is why I had to buy a laptop to plug into it for the 2 fart videos I've done to capture the sound of it. I've been trying to hook up with a few other burpers via video chat to make videos, but it can be difficult hooking up with them. Some don't want to, others do, but then you have to find that time where both of you are free, available, and ready. Then you take into account that the only device I have that can log into the internet is my laptop. I don't have a phone or anything like that. So it makes hooking up with others that much more difficult. I want to say I can use Facebook's instant messenger for video chats. And Discord. And then I can use Omegle to find strangers, but almost everything for video chat requires the use of a phone, which I don't have. My longest recorded burp is 35 seconds. After I did that one, I took a break on my practicing of length, and I put more work into my burp speech. And after that, I developed my new, better, longer method of rapid fire burping. I'm back to next thing to work on is my length again. I think the big thing is going to be improving my lung capacity. Being able to hold my breath to extend the burp longer is my next step now. Which, unfortunately, I don't live near water. Water is the best way I know to train my lung capacity because I swim under the water. I don't swim on the surface. If I could get myself regular access to water, I could hit a minute burp after a year of swimming. There is no local pool. The nearest water to where I live is, I want to say it's the Connecticut River that becomes the border of Vermont, New Hampshire. At least I think it's the Connecticut River, way up here. But no, it's a fast-moving river with no shallows where I live, so it's like there's no good spots for me to swim. When I used to live further north, I was close to a handful of lakes, but I haven't lived up near the lakes in a while now. I don't. Let's see. So it's Fanta. Oh no, I don't rely on carbonation to burp. I just need liquid. I can even drink water. It's just the liquid settles to push the air up. I swallow my own air. I don't use the soda for my burps. But I have noticed some sodas make burping a little more difficult, while other sodas do enhance the burping. Let's see. Root beer surprisingly makes my burps less. It diminishes the quality of my burps a little bit. Dr. Pepper, your orange sodas, they help it more than they would get in the way of it. Pepsi's about a neutral. I don't drink Coke often, so I don't recall that one. Orange juice does not hamper my burps. Water does not hamper them. Milk does lessen the quality of my burps. Oh yeah, milk doesn't like it when I'm swallowing air and burping. Water. I'll show you what I mean. It's just the liquid to settle so the air will rise. I don't need carbonation. Carbonation is for people who don't know how to burp on command. Let's see. If you want burp length, you need to have the air for the length. That being said, if you push with your gut to force the air out, you're going to push the air faster, which does raise the volume, but it shortens the overall length. Allowing the air to come up, but trying your best to let it out as slowly as possible will make it softer, but that extends the length. Finding that happy medium of relaxed with just a little push for both volume and length, that's where I do most of my burping at. Sometimes I force it out harder, sometimes I relax it a little too much and it gets nice and soft. But it volume or length, which one do you want, or find that happy medium for you? And of course, you have to have your gut packed full of air if you want to hit that 10, 20, 30-second ranges. With the milk, it was really, really, really hard when I had milk in my gut to get the entire belly worth of air out in one shot. For some reason, with milk in my gut, I'd get like a third to half at a time. So 10, 15 seconds was my like my peak for a belly full of milk. So far, I'm in 2 different burp Discord groups. If you go to my channel, you'll see I've got links for Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Click over to the Instagram one where it's easy to text, and if I'm not a member of your particular burp group, get a hold of me over on Instagram and let me know how to find it. And sure, I love burping. I find it funny, humorous, and entertaining. And that's why I'm starting to get the hang of how to get the herd closed mouth burps, but my closed mouth burps are probably my weakest quality burps of all my burps. I fine-tuned my rapid fire, so if I plan ahead and that's what I'm aiming at, oh my god. Actually, let me try to get a good rapid fire chain here so you can see what I mean. But yeah, I've got deepness, loudness, length, speech, rapid fire. Sometimes I can get a good closed mouth. I try to work the whole rainbow of burps. Technically, I suppose that's what a closed mouth burp is. The only exit would be your nose. The trick is getting the sound, the vibration, so it's heard because your mouth is closed. Okay. Rapid fire. I combined both of my previous forms of rapid fire into one to lengthen it and make it keep going. Yeah, I ate 2.5, 3 hours ago. Was the last meal I ate. But yeah, while having some food liquid in your belly helps encourage the air to come back up because, you got something down there, the air hits it. Okay, can't go down further, got to come back up. But if you got stuff in there, you're setting yourself up for possibly throwing it back up if you're going to keep burping and burping and burping. Nope. Plus, anything in your gut, the longer the air sits in your gut, whatever's in there, the fumes, the smell, the flavor of that gets into the air. So you'll taste it and other people will smell it as it comes back up. The longer it sits in there, the more potent it'll be. No, my farts are not really on command. It could take anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes from once it starts going downward before, as I call it, from gut to butt. It depends on how much stuff it has to go past for the speed from gut to butt for the air. It's such a big spread of time. I can't really call that farting on command, but I can ensure that at some point in the near future I will fart, but I don't know exactly when it'll be. Physically applying pressure to my gut simply pushes it right back up because that's the path of least resistance. It's just a matter. You see how much I swallow and keep swallowing and swallowing and swallowing until I'm feeling I'm basically full. A little bit goes down because I swallow that frickin' much. That's all there is to it. And I do that so often in my streams, I can get half a minute to a minute. Sometimes, oh geez, there was one time I had I pinched it off like don't fart, and I waited like 30 minutes until from the first I got a fart feeling until, and I set it up, recorded. Oh my god, I was farting for like 5 minutes. I caught about half of them. That was my my first video of farting. As many farts was in that first farting video of mine, half of them I missed. But that was after like an hour-long stream. I had tons of air in my system. Have I ever used my burping skills for evil? I have greatly, when I was a kid, I did greatly upset a handful of older ladies in church one time. I did a quiet burp, the polite thing to do, but they were just close enough to where I was to notice that quiet burp, and they got rudely upset at me and demanded I excused myself. Excuse me. I did right back to them. You're going to demand I excuse myself? I'll excuse myself in burp. Especially when was my burp. I know you didn't hear anything because I also didn't hear anything on that burp right there. But they got offended that I did not excuse a soundless burp. So I burped out, excuse me. Oh, those ladies never talk to me again. I think I was like 15. Oh, how is normally at the somewhere in the 50 to 60 minute mark, if I've got one person, two people, or whoever showed is gone, I just end the stream because I'm about to piss myself. And for like the entire first hour after I finish my stream, 4, 5, 6 bladderfuls I end up having to let out. When I have a good crowd that keeps me going, I excuse myself somewhere around 50, 60 minutes to go pee and then come back and keep on going. Yeah. Let's see. Burping length practice number 2. The very first burp is in that video is my 35-second long burp. I also trimmed out just that first burp, and I posted just the standalone 35-second burp over on my TikTok as well. And then the only burping compilation I've made so far, it's like 4.5 minutes in length. It has only 9 burps in it. I want to say my 35-second one made it into that one as well. I had a Hot Pocket. Chicken, bacon, and mozzarella Hot Pocket. I've never had that one before. It was pretty good. Granted, I'm not tasting it right now. The only thing I'm tasting in my burps is the orange, because that the Hot Pocket, like I said, was about now. It's 3 hours ago. Oh man, that triple burp always gets me.
That is my ultimate goal.
To beat that world record one. My first step was hitting the 30-second, which I did. Step 2, hit a minute. Step 3, minute 14, maybe more. Like I said, I got to work on my lungs. I got to get that ability back to go with an extremely full gut and then be able to go a good 90 seconds before I got to stop to breathe again. That way I can have a good 90 seconds to try to lengthen that burp out. Right now, around 30 seconds, I start getting a little lightheaded. Whew. It was actually watching that world record burp that showed me which of my burping techniques he was using, and that's the one I started working on more and more and more to get me all the way from 18 seconds to the 35 I'm at now. Oh yeah. I like a lot of Disney movies, but yeah, Frozen. I got that's a child size lap blanket that I got with my purchase from the Disney Movie Club when I ordered the first one. They sent that as a free gift for ordering it.
Yabba dabba yabba dabba yabba dabba dabba do now, bro.
How did I start my burping journey? Let's see. I was I was 13 years old. My mom homeschooled me for just that 1 year for 8th grade. And because we were the only ones of the family home during the daytime, she started being silly around me. And when she had a burp, she started to burp out the word ribbit. Around the age of 14, coming back in from playing, chugging water because my mouth was that dry. I was chugging the water so quickly that some air was going down with the water. After a few times of doing that, I figured out how to swallow the air without the water, and that is when I first started to burp on command. Thanks to my mom burping ribbit, once I was able to burp on command, I started working on burping the word burp. That more or less was the start of my burping journey.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Oh, that's the only bad thing about burping words. It lets the air out too quickly. So who knows what song that was the first line of? And yes, I do have that in my playlist of having fun with burps. That's it.
Ah, oh, ah, oh.
Oh, dang, I would have finished that line if all that came up. I think it was 2 live streams ago I was asked to burp the Scooby Doo theme song. I can't believe I never thought of that one before the stream. Now it's a video and posted. So yeah, any songs or rhymes that you particularly like, suggest them to me. If I like them as well, I will search the lyrics, copy paste them, and get around to adding that one to another video. Same goes for topics for my burp speech or or any other types of burp videos that you might think of that I haven't done yet, to include challenges.
Among Us. Ah.
For instance, I have 2 videos already where I burp out Rick quotes. And for those videos, I had this hanging up in the background on my wall. when I was burping out Rick quotes. And actually, it was that same stream for the Scooby-Doo theme song that got me thinking about South Park quotes that I did.
Uzi Baker, but these nuts.
Wow. That reminded me of Hoist the Colors, Deep and Slow.
Yo, oh, all together, hoist the colors.
Come on, air. You're supposed to come up in a timely manner. Oh, first fart. Oh boy. Oof. Yeah, 37 minutes in, I'm starting to already get my first farts. I've been asked for the national anthem once before by one of my cousins. We both had to look it up. Ooh. Yeah, for the Halo stuff, I'd have to use exactly what you gave me because I don't actually play that game.
Infection. New zombie. Spectacular. Please buy skateboards.
Do a corn burp. I would have to hear more or less what you're referring to on a corn burp. I'm assuming you mean that like scream thingy that corn does which I suppose would just be a loud, deep burp. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard the song, but I'm not. Oof. I'm so far removed from music. A lot of them, I know them by sound, but not by the words. And oh, that line! Oh my god, I would have to practice that. Mm. All right. Yay, I can copy paste out of there. Corn. And let's paste that in. Do not forget that. All right. That'll probably end up going into a actual video. Uh, so that line is in the song "Twist." Yeah, I'll look that up definitely. I'll have to I'll have to listen a few times through to make sure I can try to enunciate the sounds as good as possible. Oh yeah, that looks like a good idea. I remember watching a video maybe a couple months back. This little girl was singing. I'm thinking it was that song, and she nailed it. The words, the sounds, perfect. Ah. Only downside to burping a whole bunch, it flushes out the sinuses, so you got to blow your nose. I have that in one of my videos. Only I was quoting Macho Man Randy Savage's commercial of Slim Jim, so it ended with the "Oh yeah." Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Oh yeah. Oh, time to switch. Ooh, which knee is bent? Ah, there we are. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. See you around, Skyrim. Ah. Oh. Oh, I messed up in there. That is a fun but hard line to burp in the jungle. I think I managed it maybe 3 times when I made that video, where I didn't have to pause partway through and reload. Yeah, I love it when people start asking me for this and that and whatever, giving me ideas. If it wasn't for viewers asking me questions, I never would have even thought of burp and smoke. I was asked that, hey, can you burp smokes? Let's try. Same goes for my rapid fire burps. I never thought of breaking up my burp into multiple burps until it was brought to my attention. Firing up a storm. It's a shame these aren't loud enough to be picked up. You heard one of the farts? I'm sure once you get the hang of the expressions that come over my face, you'll know when I'm focusing on pushing a fart out. I didn't think they'd get picked up. Wow. All right. So apparently some of them are loud enough. Cool. Oh man, burp fart, burp fart, burp fart.
Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh.
And the only good part about having air in your belly for a while, that feeling of relief when it finally comes up.
Ah. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Mm. 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 Ah. Ah.
Well, my bladder's starting to speak up, so
Oh.
I think I'm gonna
Wrap
this up. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. If you're living somewhere where there's a holiday, I believe the U.S. has a holiday on Monday for this 3-day weekend. I hope you have a wonderful 3-day weekend.
Ah.
And I hope you can catch me next Saturday.